Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha Reed if you've not been with me before. I'm really happy you're here. Firstly, I want to say a big thank you if you've joined me. I want to say a huge thank you to all my subscribers and to everyone who leaves me a comment on my videos. I've been really rubbish with replying for the past few weeks. I just found home learning a bit overwhelming, got a bit exhausted, felt pretty emotional with all of it. And it was just a trying time. It definitely was. The kids went back to school this week and I don't know where the week has gone. It's Friday and I've lost all my time. This is the first time I'm recording all week and I've had Monday to Friday. So I apologize I've not had a video sooner. I'm getting back into my rhythm, getting back into my groove, trying to figure things out and find my space again. So I will be doing my regular videos. My goal is to do every Wednesday and every Saturday for you. And I'm going to carry on with my series of When You Only Have Half an Hour because I know that loads of you have loved it. And so I'm really grateful for all your feedback on that and your comments. If you haven't subscribed to me and you do watch me regularly, please do subscribe. I would love it. I love watching that number go up. So at the top it says 13,000 and that's really cool. And I have such big ambitions and I would love to see this channel grow even more. I also have a Facebook group, which I forget every single video to tell you about. I have got a Facebook group. And if you want to share any of your makes with me over there, then please do click the link below. I've got it in the description box. There will be some questions. You need to answer those questions, otherwise I will not let you into the group. It's a really awesome group where everyone shares their projects. I haven't created a set of rules just yet, but my main rule is to not post any links or any videos, but photos, post away, watermark them if you like, and share your tips and tricks with us. I'd love that. So please make sure to pop over there as well and join us and yeah, get creative there. And I do giveaways on my Facebook group as well as my YouTube channel, so it's worth joining both and subscribing. So today, as part of my whole trying to get my head around the kids being back at school, I need to be efficient when I work because I am the best procrastinator. I really am. I love crafting. I love my job. I love that this is paying the bills now. I'm so enjoying it. This is what I've always wanted to do, was teach crafting and share things with everyone. But I'm the most disorganized person, and if you look at my office, I will never show you my office. Oh gosh, like I can't even find the floor at the moment. I am the messiest crafter. I'm disorganized in my head, I'm disorganized in my physical space. So I wanted to work on that, and I've got a diary. My husband bought this for me for Christmas, and I filled in about 3 days of it because we went into lockdown and I've just not had any time to even use my book. I like having a diary, but I am messy in it like I am in my life and in my craft room. So I like to write big. I like to, you know, make things bigger if it's more important. I scribble things out. Like I don't want to like share with you my writing because my spelling and writing is terrible. That's why everything gets typed on my computer. But basically, I want my diary to be more appealing to me because I don't use it as much when it's just plain paper. So when it's just big blank pages like this, it's not as exciting. I also write really big and I like to have different sizes of font. Font, is that right? Depending on what I want to make more important. And so having all these little tiny lines, I just don't use it. And my husband has the same kind of diary. We accidentally got each other the exact same gift for Christmas. I got a teal blue one because I love it, and I just got him a plain black one. And he's just written it, like every page in his is just filled because he takes notes in it when he has meetings and things. But I just wanted this to be pretty. And so I love the teal color, and I will probably actually do a bit of mixed media on the cover and kind of make it more personal. But I tend to leave it in my living room and it tends to get spilt on, and so I don't really want the cover to be overly beautiful and be precious about it. So I was thinking, how can I jazz up my diary? How can I make it work for me? And this is what works for me, and I'm going to share it with you so that you can hopefully take this idea and turn it into yours and make it work for you. So one of the things that a lot of people are not aware of is the fact that you can you can download printable papers. And I've never really seen the point in having the printable papers because I always find that it's just too thin. But you can print it onto cardstock. If you've got a nice printer, it actually prints really well. So in magazines like this one here, you often, if you go to the middle of the magazine, you can often find the free papers. Okay, so here's the middle of the magazine. I never use these. I hate the magazine paper feel. I hate how shiny and glossy it is. Even though it's not that shiny and glossy, I just never use these papers. And I've always thought they're just a waste of space in my magazine because I just don't use them. I don't put them onto a card. And it wasn't until I actually was reading the magazine that I worked out you can just go to their website, download this month's free papers from papercraftinspirationsmagazine.co.uk. So stupid, hey. So you go to their website and they have all of them. You do have to click into each one. I'll link the ones that I can remember and find in my description box. So if you want to pop down there, you can see where these papers are. And you just click them and you can download them to your computer. And then you've got all the papers and you can go back like I think a couple years or maybe more. So you can get thousands and thousands of these papers and you can download them. And I mean, how cute are the patterns and designs? And then you can just print them off your printer. So I went with that and worked with that. And I went ahead and printed out some papers. Now I've gone ahead and I'll show you my next step of it, but this is actually a paper that a new design team member from Craftstash named Marta has designed and given away for free on her YouTube and on Craft World. I will link her YouTube and her Craft World down below as well. You can go and check it out. She's designed several different papers for free and I've used some of them in mine as well. So this is one of Marta's. I printed on pearlized cardstock, so you can see it's a bit shiny. You can see that. It's just beautiful. So I printed this out. Now my printer occasionally does lines, which is really annoying. I've cleaned the head since then and now the lines have kind of disappeared a bit more. But I just realized I didn't actually have a printout of some of these papers to show you. So most of the papers I've printed out are not the ones that have this split page. So sometimes you can get these images and you can get them in a full page and sometimes you get them in an A4 where it's half like this. Most of the ones I've used, I have printed out in a full A4 sheet. These are Marta's ones, but she's given some extra embellishments at the bottom. So what I did was I went through, picked out a whole bunch of my favorite ones that I've downloaded and just printed a buttload. Then I decided to work through and work out how I want my day to look. I only realistically have from 9 to 2:30, 3 o'clock to work with because my kids need to be picked up from school. I wanted a bit of extra space on my page as well. So I basically just made a little table in my Word document, put in the times, did half-an-hour slots, and made nice big gaps. And then I just printed them again. So I put the paper back in that I printed my design off of, printed a few of each. Here's another one of Marta's. So you can see this one was like a sort of teal focus and this one's like a purpley focus. This one I needed to shift up slightly because I ended up going a bit down, which is annoying because when I trial ran it, it was perfect. And then I did all these other ones and came back to this one and mucked it up. So you can see you can fit it into a little chunk. There's another one of hers, which is in the green. And there's the yellow version, and they've got different sentiments at the bottom, so you could use those for card making if you want. But that's my basic little layout, and I did a little trial run. I printed off a few different sizes, worked out what worked best, and then I started printing them on top of my designer paper. So when you go and cut them all out, so I just cut them along the line on the edge, and now I've got these cute little pretty papers that all have my times that I need to work within on them. Like, even got little rainbow clouds. So I just had loads of fun. This didn't take long at all. I literally just printed them out, and it just has made my diary that much more exciting. So it will make your diary thicker. It's on printer paper, so it's nice and thin, but it will make it bulk out, and you'll probably start to find that your binding gets a bit wedged. Now for me, I don't tend to use Saturday and Sunday, even though I wasn't thinking it, I just stuck it on here anyways. So I can always take out the Saturday and Sunday page, which will help lower my bulk down. So I can take it out. This is what I mean. Look. Look how huge my writing is. But this is like the day I'm doing my, look, 17th. Put that in your diary. I'm doing a Facebook Live for Craft Stash. So yeah, my writing's terrible. So Craft Stash, doing a Facebook Live on that day. But literally, I can now stick this in here. If I want to, I can go and mind that little diary bit down there, but I don't really care. I never look at that. But I can just stick this down towards the bottom of my page. I can then write in here, my Facebook Live on that day is going to be at 2 to 2:30, so it's going to go in this little chunk here, and I'll just write really big in that chunk. When you're done cutting them down, you get some strips left over. So there's my little block. What I'm left with are these scrap bits. Now, these ones here all went to my daughter to craft with because they're pretty papers. And then this one here, I kept. And what I've done is I've trimmed it down to fit at the top so that I can have a little chunk at the top of just plain. So I can put on that little section, maybe I've got a birthday that I want to remember for that day, or maybe I need to make sure that I post out some birthday cards. I don't want to forget about what I'm supposed to be doing that day. And so I've just kind of left it, and I can just glue that towards the top, and then I've got like a little pretty space to kind of write in as well. I know it's not to everyone's taste, and it might bug you that there's sides, but it works for me, and it makes it more encouraging for me to use. I can see my day clearly, it's nice and big, got space for extra bits if I want. And then the other fun thing is that you can then come in and do some stamping if you want. So I've got some new stamps from Pretty Gets Gritty, and I can just come in and stamp a really cute little image to kind of make it more personal to me. I could start my day out by decorating my diary before I even really get started, and just have fun and just make it your own. So I love this kind of thing. I like bringing my creativity into my attempted organization. I would say organization, but we're just attempting it. So it's really, really fun to make something a bit more personal for yourself. And I really wanted to just share that with you. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I've got another 2 coming up. I will have my half-an-hour video, and I will also have my Saturday night crafting. So I'll see you all soon. Thanks for joining me. Please do like and subscribe, and join me on Facebook if you'd like to share with me. Bye!